Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video. Today we are going to go over my predictions for the COM days that we may see next year in 2026 in Pokemon Go. We're going to go over the COM days between January and November, December being the wrap-up event, which combines all of them, and we are also going to go over the potential COM day classics we may see. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. And if you disagree with me or if you have your own opinions of what we might see next year, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I would love to see them. So up first, we actually already know what January's COM day is going to be. It was released, and it is in fact going to be Grookey. This was leaked like a week or two prior, so we kind of already knew it. And there's some other leaks on the list that we will talk about as well. But obviously, this year we will be getting the Galar starter trio in terms of COM days. So we will be getting Grookey in January. It makes sense for January. It's the grass type. Yeah, why not? Its shiny is finally going to be available. And it's overall a good one. I do like monkeys. Grookey is my favorite out of the three starters, so I'm excited to see it. Up next, in February, we have another one that is potentially leaked. It was in the same leak as Grookey, and this is Vulpix COM Day. So it didn't specifically say this, but I think it is going to be both Cantonian Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix in one combined COM Day, just like how we had Galarian and Kanto Ponyta in 2025. I think they're going to do a similar thing for February with Kanto Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix, and I'm excited for that. I have a shiny 98 Alolan Vulpix, but I don't really have any good Kanto shiny Vulpix, so I'd love to get my hands on one of those. Again, this one is leaked, so the potential of this happening is very likely, and I am so down for it. I think it fits February with the winter, the fire, and the ice vibes. I'd be down. Up next in March, we have Scorbunny. So again, another one of the starter trios from Galar. It's a good pick. It's probably the most popular out of the three, I would say. I think it makes sense for March. Nothing else more to say about it. We know this one is going to come sometime this year. So my prediction is it will be in March. Next up for April, my prediction is Tympole. So I think it would make sense in April. It's like, a little earlier water type Pokemon. I think it's one of those Pokemon that's like no one's too excited for, but it's one of the ones that they throw in there just to get out there. It is a 3-stage Pokemon, and most COM days are 3-stage Pokemon. I'd be excited for Tympole. It has not seen the light of day in Pokemon Go, and with this, it'll be a nice little fun April COM day. Up next in May, I predict we could see Lillipup. It is a 3-stage evolution Pokemon, so it does fit the Community Day structure. It's an early Unnovan Pokemon that really hasn't had its moment. The shiny has been in the game, and it's been in the game for a while, but it's one of those filler Pokemon that I could see them throwing in for a COM day. No one's super thrilled about it, I don't think, but they can't all be bangers. Some of them have to be a little bit more lackluster, and I could see this potentially being Lillipup. During June's Community Day, ladies and gentlemen, we will be seeing Frigibax. So this one is basically confirmed. If you did not know, during every Go Fest, they introduce a shiny of one of the pseudo-legendaries, and eventually, in the next year, that pseudo-legendary gets its own COM day. So we had Frigibax in 2025's Go Fest, and we will be seeing Frigibax return for June 2026 COM day. In July, I predict we are going to see Sobble. So this is going to finish the Galar starter trio, and nothing else can really be said. Sobble will get its COM day spotlight sometime this year. It might not be in July, but I predict it will be. It is a awesome starter that I picked in the Sword and Shield games, and I'm down for it. In August, I predict we are going to get one or two options. I predict we are going to get Wimpod COM day, or similarly to 2025, we are going to get a Vote Community Day. In August of 2025, we had a Vote Community Day, which included Wimpod, Rookidee, both male and female Jellicent, and Lechonk. So maybe we could see one of those back in here for a COM day, and if we do, I predict it'll be Wimpod. But if not, maybe we get a whole list of new Pokemon we could see a COM day for. But I say Wimpod for now. It's a fan favorite. Gliscopod is a huge shiny. Not a lot of people have, and it's one of the 400 candy evolutions, which they bring into the Calm Day Spotlight Hour every now and then. I know we had Noibat and Swablu and whatnot. I could see this guy coming in August. In September, I predict we are going to see Clink. So Clink has been featured in a lot of raids. It's not a Pokemon I am exactly, thrilled about, but he's there. I think just like Lillipup, it's one of the filler Pokemon that I could see having a Calm Day, and why not September, In October, this is my prediction. I don't know if this one's going to be right. This is a little bit of a stretch, but I think we could see Pawniard make its Calm Day debut. It's already been in the game, and we did get King Gambit in 2025. So the Dark Steel Spooky aesthetic kind of fits October. And come on, who doesn't like Bisharp or King Gambit? They're huge. They're so hyped. They would have a challenge that would make King Gambit a little bit easier to evolve, which would be awesome. The shiny is very popular and has strong PvP and PvE potential. It would be a banger. I might be grasping at straws, but I think this has a chance of getting a Calm Day in the future. In November, I predict Applin. So this might be a personal bias, but I love Applin. Appleton is my third favorite Pokemon of all time, and I think this would perfectly fit as a Calm Day in November. It has so many evolutions. You have Flapple, Appleton, Hydrapple, etc. It fits the fall theme. It is a Pokemon that does not yet have its shiny out, so this would be an amazing way to wrap up all the Calm Days of the year before the wrap-up event, and I would love this. I'm hoping for it. I don't know. I might be grasping at straws again, but this is definitely a biased choice, and I would love to see Applin. So that is going to do it for January through November in terms of Calm Days. Again, December is a wrap-up event, so you will see all of the Pokemon that are in Calm Days during January and November, all in there mashed up into one event. But now we are going to move on to the Calm Day Classics. And up first, this one is leaked and it's already confirmed, but we will be seeing Piplup Calm Day Classic. So this is a fun little Calm Day I'm excited for. I love Piplup. It's a solid starter. We've seen it before. It is confirmed, so there's not much else to go about it. Next up, I think we could see Chikorita Calm Day Classic. We have already seen Cyndaquil and we have already seen Totodile. It would just make sense to finish this line of Calm Day Classics this year. So it's an early gen filler classic, everybody loves it. It makes sense for a lighter month. It's a good choice, and with the introduction of its Mega, it's actually quite useful. So finally, it could go to anything else, but I'm going to predict that we will see Dino Calm Day Classic in Pokemon Go this year. It is a fan favorite, one of the community days most requested returns. It is the perfect summer classic candidate, and they usually have a big one every year. We've seen Dratini Calm Day and Larvitar Calm Day. I think this one would make sense. We haven't seen it in a very long time, and it would get a lot of people hyped. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any other predictions that you have, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I would love to read them, and I will be coming out with more videos soon. So thank you very much, and stay tuned.